I wonder if you'd let Delila and me be alone for a little while.
Delila. Sorry. Bo, are you coming?
No. No, I'm sorry, Vicki. I'm going to stay right here. I just want to make sure that he doesn't try to twist the rest of this around.
We'll be in the study.
What do you really got against me?
I don't trust you one damn bit, Asa. And this is not just between you and her right now. This is between you and me. So I'm going to stay right here in this room, and I'm going to listen to every single word you have to say.
On All My Children.
I have an idea, a marvelous idea that I think can get Brooke and Tom back together again.
But will Phoebe's plan backfire?
What are you doing here?
And on General Hospital.
Come on in.
Rose resists.
I'm not trying to use you as a substitute for Celia.
Thank you, Mommy.
Rose?
But Jimmy Lee can be very persuasive. All My Children, General Hospital. Weekdays.
What's going on?
I hear the leaves are just starting to turn in New Zealand. I love the fall. So depressing.
You're going to New Zealand?
Yeah. I'm a cad, a user, a poltroon, and I'm no fun at parties. You've been very good to me, but I don't deserve it. I'm leaving.
It can work.
What?
I went over to Dream Faces. It's a perfectly respectable try to business. A first try nonetheless, but a try. We can make it work.
You can?
Yeah, first, Randy definitely stays. She's an asset to the whole business. The decor, the whole ambiance of the place, I really like. The neighborhood's not so great, but we can live with that. I'm the one who is, remember? Now, the whole operation needs to be streamlined, first off.
Well, what are you talking about streamlining? There's no excess fat. There's hardly any meat.
I'm talking about your files. I mean, that's the most important thing. That's the best thing you've got going for you, and they're totally unorganized.
I understand them.
This is why mine are such a mess. Now, advertising, okay? We really got to get on advertising. You have some bad publicity right now. We can use that, though. Make it work for us, not against us.
Well, that costs money, you understand.
Which is why you need a solid, respected in the community business person. Partner. Allow me to introduce myself. Samantha Vernon, business partner at large.
It is awfully hard to just sit here knowing that in the next room 3 lives are being wrenched apart.
Yeah, well, I just thank the good Lord it's not us. Somehow we've managed to avoid it.
Thank goodness for that. Oh, darling, I tell you, despite the fact that all of this is Ace's own doing, I feel sorry for him. Whatever he's going through in there has got to be hurting him dreadfully.
Really? I feel sorry for Delila. It's one thing to be involved in a triangle. It's quite another when it's with father and son.
Well, thank God you and I don't have any secrets from each other. Do we?
No, at this point in time, to the best of my recollection, I think we know everything there is to know about each other.
Well, that's good.
At least what we don't know isn't interesting enough to talk about.
Ha-ha. Why don't you let me make a decision on that? Sweetheart, I think this might be a very good time to tell the truth.
Well, if I had any truth to tell...
Are you sure you don't? Hmm?
I'm quite sure I don't.
You knew that Bo was your son before we were married?
I did. I knew it the day I proposed to you. But I wanted you so bad that I couldn't let it out. I know you'd run to Bo. I couldn't let it happen.
So you lied.
I didn't lie. I knew the truth, and I didn't let it out.
It's about as fine a point as I've ever heard from you.
Honey, it had to be that way. I'd have lost you, and I couldn't bear that. Don't you think I knew you folks were in love? Every time I see you walk in a room, I saw that. And I knew if you thought you were cousins, that's the only chance I had. And I wanted that chance to prove what a good husband I could be to you.
You know, that sounds funny to me, considering the kind of husband that you turned out to be. Spying on your wife when she thought you were dead. Don't you think that I wanted the whole world to know you were my son? I
raised you, watched you grow into a man. Never knowing one way or the other what Olympia had done. My first impulse was to take a full-page ad in all the papers.
Well, then what stopped you?
I fell in love with Delila. I always wanted you for a son. But I love Delila more. Maybe you, of all people, just might understand that.
You cared more for me than your own son?
That's right. And there it is. I know I done wrong. And I'm sorry that, it all ended up like this. And I'm sorry I didn't manage it or handle it better in the months gone by.
Yeah, well, that's real easy to say now.
I mean that, Bo, more than you'll ever know. Can you at least find in your heart to forgive me? You've got to understand one thing, honey. I did it for love. I didn't mean to lord it over Bo the way it came out. I love you, Delila. I swear to God, I always will.
Asa,
Delila, I'm the one that you belong with.
Delila, I'm your husband.
I know.
So, who's it gonna be, Delila?
Tonight, Blanche and Eddie try to transform Grandma from frump to femme fatale on Baby Makes 5. Then Valentine and Baker create a fake war hero who becomes a local legend on At Ease. Monday, visit a barbershop where the customers have their hair cut while hanging upside down on That's Incredible. Then Brooke Shields stars in Wanda, Nevada on the Monday Night Movie. Will Robert admit his growing love for Holly? Watch General Hospital following FYI next.
Baby's first shoes. Cute, aren't they? They may make nice bookends, but that's all they're good for. Pediatricians now tell us that hard-soled baby shoes with arch supports and steel shanks are unnecessary and undesirable. Then what kind of shoes should you select? Surprisingly, a rubber-soled canvas sneaker is your best buy because it's soft and pliable. It does not interfere with your baby's progress in learning to walk, may even prevent foot problems later on. By the way, the time to buy that first pair of shoes is when your baby starts to walk. Before that, bare feet are just fine.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, could your town's public services go privately funded?
It's a great marriage between the private sector and government.
From hospital care to firefighting, they may work better for half the money. ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.